I start all these, I've now got, this is my third film I've amazingly gotten to make, and they start as writing exercises for me. I think it sounds weird, but I try not to get stressed out by the sort of idea of an entire film. I'm just starting with a story. So I had an idea of a husband and wife company that they were trying to build this company together, and was really analyzing ambition and what sort of gives people that singularity of vision to kind of see where they want to go, and kind of at times pay a price to get there, emotionally and ethically, or not even ethically, but just really emotionally, that you have to cut off concerns for other things to then achieve others. And so I was kind of playing with that idea, and then this idea of violence in films. It sounds crazy, but I had finished I was editing my last film, and getting job offers, and all of these job offers that were coming in for these sort of B-level, brutally violent movies that really weren't my cup of tea, and I couldn't quite understand, why they were all coming to me. And in a weird way, that led me to be looking for crime statistics. And I found this year in 1981, which was this sort of insane year when New York, on one hand, had its highest crime statistics basically across the board in its history, but also the people were about ready to come back and take the streets back. Artists and regular people and musicians. And so basically from 1981 till today, New York City is an entirely a different place. But that wasn't certain, right? So New York could have taken a different path, and I'm fascinated about movies that are set at a time where you can't stay where you are, and you either have to go this way or that way, and at that moment that those paths aren't going to lead to the same place, which are moments in my life that I'm fascinated by.
You just your movie and your main actors were chosen by the National Board of Review. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I was talking to another director, Kevin MacDonald, a couple days ago about his new movie Somewhere, and he had an Oscar.
Yeah.
And he said it's like a disease.
Yes.
This award season is like a disease. Are you feeling the fever?
No, I think last year I was. I saw the two sides of this whole awards race with my two first films. So Margin Call sort of started as a middling success out of Sundance, not really the darling, and then a year later was nominated for an Academy Award, and suddenly I could do anything I wanted, and I went and made a movie about one guy alone on a boat. So I saw the benefits of that, right? It gives tremendous, it was the same movie throughout that entire period, same little movie that was shown at Sundance for the most part, was the one that later was, hailed as, oh, this great piece of writing or whatever. And that changed my career. It allowed me to go and do this, and which I'm so thankful of. The next movie almost fell under the weight of that. So from the first screening at Cannes, Mr. Redford was held up as like the shoo-in to win an Academy Award. And the entire marketing of that movie, the entire sort of perception of success for the movie was basically if it was going to win him this Best Acting Oscar that he had never kind of had. And he refused to kind of go out and be Bill Clinton and lobby for that award, and probably cost him, but I have to respect that. So I think this time around I realize you make the best movie that you can. You try and be the sort of parent to it, to launch it out into the world, and then there's only so much you can do. So, but people paying attention to your movie is not the worst thing in the world either. So I wouldn't call it a disease. It's just as my dad says to me, he goes, "You're in show business, and you got to go out there and you got to go sell it."